Please welcome on David Menzies. David, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing great, Alex. How you doing, my friend? I'm so sorry I didn't pack my boobs today, but don't worry. We have plenty of shop teachers in Ontario that never forget to wear their breasts. Although sometimes they do forget, and that's what gets them into trouble. They lie.
Yeah, what happened to that guy that lied? He got caught, right? And did they fire him, or what's the latest with the guy that you originally trolled?
Oh, Alex, it's the opposite of being fired. The Halton District School Board, step one was to shuffle him around to other schools and hope nobody notices. Yeah, like, how could you not notice? And then what they decided to do, if you can believe it, Alex, is they told him, just stay at home, collect your full salary and benefits, and hopefully this will go away. Well, fat chance. And what I would like to do is bring your viewers up to date. As you may know, the New York Post got an exclusive interview with this teacher. His name is Kayla Lemieux, a.k.a. Busty Lemieux, a.k.a. Kayla Lemieux. Lots of AKAs there. That's not really a good rap sheet for a teacher. But in any event, he dropped a bombshell in February, Alex, which was to say, those were not props. Those were not drag queen prosthetic breasts. Those are real mammary glands. Yeah, he has a very rare medical condition, so rare that there's not another single human male on the planet that has it, but never mind. He started developing these Z-cup breasts, or Z-cup, as we say south of the border. And you see, so he's got no choice. So to fire him, you see, it would be like terminating someone in a wheelchair for having a disability.
Oh, wow.
And the board basically sighed a breath of relief. Oh, thank God, they're real. Well, we can't do anything to him about this. It's kind of like having, like I said, a disability. And then my ace cameraman, Lincoln J., and I, on the day before Good Friday at a Burlington, Ontario shopping mall, we caught Lemieux in male clothes, no breasts. And wait a minute. What happened? Did he have them amputated? And if so, what a recovery. And then the most recent thing, Alex, was last night. There was a meeting of the Ontario Secondary School Teachers Federation. That's a union. And we were tipped off that Lemieux was there with the breasts. So if he had them amputated in early April, did he get them augmented? And I'm talking augmentation that would make Pamela Anderson blush, if you know what I mean. And here's the kicker. The teachers there, instead of being concerned that there is someone who we suspect is suffering from a sexual perversion, they protected him. My cameraman and myself were assaulted, and they formed a circle around the Lemieux, kind of like, what elephants do when there's a cub in danger, trunk to tail, and protected him. So that just shows you that the teachers union, as well as the school board, are completely simpatico. They are not doing anything to offend this person based on, I don't know, transphobia. And yet, Alex, people in the trans community haven't come to this man's defense. They know something stinks.
Yeah.
So what is the agenda here? Are they now down with sexual perversion being part of diversity?
Yes. The answer is yes. They don't care about the sexualization of children. I think they actually want to, increase the amount of adult content that's accessible to minors. So I saw you recently on my biological father, Tucker Carlson show recently, so we got a little clip. We're going to play that.
You remember, of course, the Canadian shop teacher who decided to pull his entire classroom into his sexual fetishes, the guy who showed up wearing grotesquely oversized prosthetic breasts in the class. Now, the local school board in Ontario, the Halton District School Board, is defending the teacher.
I love that.
Of course,
Tucker.
they're attacking the kids, banning the students from taking pictures of him.
Copyright.
One of the few Canadian journalists who's covering this and has from the beginning is a man called David Menzies with Rebel News. To highlight the absurdity of all of this, Menzies just dropped off a petition to the school board dressed in the same fetish gear as the teacher.
The saying goes, if you can't beat 'em, join 'em. So let's do the Linda Carter thing and see if the Menzoid can transition himself.
Wow, look at that. The Menzoid did it.
Present a petition called Protect the Students. We've had over 16,000 signatures. It reads, the Halton District School Board and the Director of Education, Curtis Innes, should be fired for allowing a female identifying shop teacher to wear enormous fake breasts that are barely contained by see-through blouses while teaching.
The guy with the gun shows up.
Wow. Now, David, you had those big cojones, and I know you proved the point. You made it on Tucker's show, but have you faced any backlash for putting them on? From some conservatives, they always get mad at me when I call it gender bending or I'm making fun of, the trans stuff. Some of the alt-right people get mad. So did you get any of that kickback? Like, oh, you're just as bad as the shop teacher.
And I'll tell you the most outrageous form of backlash, Alex, and it was this. That clip is from October when I went to the Halton District School Board dressed as Lemieux. It's so funny because so many people in the comment section thought I was Lemieux and other people had to say, sorry, actually. Get this, after I appeared there to drop off the petition, we were sent a letter in which the Halton District School Board has banned me for life.
Wow.
From all of their properties, from their school board, from their schools. We're going to challenge that in court, of course, because it's a publicly funded school board. They can't do that. And what is the message, Alex? The Halton District School Board is all down. They're all in with the radical trans revolution. Oh, but when it's for the kids, when you bring it right to their inner sanctum, oh, that's a little too harsh on the eyes. That's a little too offensive, and you are banished. How do you like that hypocrisy, my friend?
Well, I think that it's kind of a blatant thing that's happening in Canada where, in America, it seems like we're a little more free than Canada, but I think we're on the same exact path. You guys are just kind of the beta program of shutting down free speech and censorship. And you look at what Trudeau's doing, going after the mainstream media there, making sure it's controlled, even trying to get Fox News taken off the airwaves in Canada. So, what was once a great place that I used to think was all nice people and funny comedians, now Canada has become almost this dystopian, futuristic nightmare that I hope America does not become. Would you believe that?
You're 100% right, Alex. And one thing we're lacking that you have, thank God you have it, is the First Amendment. Right now, we just had passage of Bill C-11. This is the Trudeau government. They're going to have the power now to censor the internet. The regulatory body, the CRTC, our version of the FCC, I suppose, they've been weaponized. And you made mention of a group, it's called Eagle. It's basically a gay, lesbian legal group. They have launched a complaint to the CRTC to remove Fox News from Canadian airwaves. And it's outrageous because their claim is Tucker Carlson, who, of course, unfortunately is no longer with Fox News, he was stirring up violent rhetoric regarding the LGBTQ community.
Let me ask you something. What's wrong with violent rhetoric?
Is, as we know, Alex, there are benchmarks when it comes to libel, slander, defamation.
Good. Get violent.
Complaint meets none of those benchmarks in a real court of law. So what do? They go to this regulator. They go to this pitbull censor and to have hearings to hopefully have this channel yanked. And what's even more egregious is that this is not part of your basic cable package. If you want Fox News in Canada, you have to ask for it. You have to pay for it with your own cash money. So there's already a mechanism to get rid of Fox News. You simply don't subscribe. But no. For the groups like Egal, that's not good enough. The very fact that there's some contrary opinion, that is misinformation and or disinformation, and that voice has to be eradicated from the airwaves. They don't have a hope in hell of a legal challenge, so they'll do it through the CRTC. And I'm very worried, Alex, because a year ago, when Russia went into Ukraine, you had Russia Today, RT, that was taken off Canadian airwaves without so much as a panel discussion. And the thing is, maybe you're pro-Ukraine, pro-Russia. That's not the point. The fact is, suddenly, this unaccountable, non-elected body decided that RT was disinformation or wrong thought, and therefore it must be eradicated. That makes me nervous. Who's next?
Yeah, we are next. The idea that Fox News is going to be censored. I mean, independent media, you know, Rebel, you guys are really, it's not looking good because they're going to come after everybody. Okay, so David, before you go, this is my attorney from You Gonna Be Free Law. Did you want to ask him a question real quick, attorney?
Yeah, I was gonna say he's talking about the violent rhetoric, right? What is wrong with violence? I say beat all their asses. You won't go like that
You
again.
don't want to fight.
Look, I will run up on you and I'm gonna break your jaw. You wanna go? Yeah, do it. you don't want you wanna cry like a little baby. You know what? Your LGBTQ. You know, come at me, bro.
And you're going to fight them?
Bro, come at me. Catch these hands.
What do you think about that, David? He likes to fight.
Whoa.
Here's the society, gentlemen. When you look at that particular community, they have this tendency when they are in the public square en masse to self-identify as violent thugs.
Yeah.
We have many cases caught on film of trans people, and it's funny, you see Antifa, they now wrap themselves in the pink and baby blue flag of the transgender community, and there's the ones
Not down that baby blue.
and guess what? Law enforcement stands down. We had a scoop just a couple of weeks ago. We had a Toronto police officer leak to us a confidential transgender training module that all the cops are forced to watch.
You know what? I'll beat his ass too.
Who, the cops?
At the end of the day, the message is trans people are not worthy of equal rights. They're worthy of extra special rights. I'll give you an example. If a trans man, that's a woman pretending to be a man, is being incarcerated, you know, the rules are you give up your shoelaces, your belt, your tie, anything that can be weaponized, anything you can use for self-harm. But some of these trans men, I understand, they have a dildo. And that's not a sex toy, guys. That is now described as a gender-affirming article. And you are not allowed to take it away. And that, yes, can be weaponized. Of course it can. So really, the violence is coming from that side.
Hey, listen, I can't argue with you on that. All right, David, we got to let you go, but tell the people where they can find you. And my producer, Ricky, my boss, loves you. She wanted to give you a shout out. So, you know, great to have you on. And tell the people where we can find you.
I remember, Ricky, yes, you can go to rebelnews.com. You can also find us on Getter, Odyssey, YouTube. I think I'm forgetting one. But Alex, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much. And hey, how did that DNA test come out with you and Tucker? I think there was some suspicion he might be your father. Did anything come of that?
Well, I'm still trying to get his DNA. He's being very strict with the Sandman. I don't know why. I don't know why he's being like that. But hopefully a court order will change his mind very soon. So, David, thank you for everything you do and keep on reporting the news and exposing the hypocrisy that's happening in Canada.
My pleasure. Thank you, gentlemen.